Holding my socks like who's gonna stop me? You, him, little man, I got blue slims. Don't be an idiot, move smart. I've been killing it, new king. You ain't ready for my new stuff. You're a boy by yourself, go and group up. And when Crep went states for the BTs, I was covering Crep like a boot cut. If mad, it's a family thing, straight family thing. Dumb man, I broke no salary thing. Had a young thing called Amy telling me to come round hers on a Valerie thing. Hashtag Murky Academy thing. You were like Valerie thing. Dumb boy there wanna chat about bars, wanna chat about. But you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, I'm too hot. I got money in my shoebox. I'm the man of the house when my show sold out like the brother from the Boondocks. Beat Swan in my boombox. Still meat from the stew pot. Man, I'm go sick when my tune drops. Little man, that's a hooplo, not a hoopla. What? Pronounce it right. I go Maggie, I'm down to die for this. I don't care, bro, I'm down. Man stressed, so I'm bound to like my slips. Wait, I'm bound to ride for flips. Real G's gonna ride around to this. Man, I got no time to write at this. I never left my 9 to 5 for this waste man thing. I don't care what rave man's in. I came here to relax, but if it gets mad, make a young boy take man's things. Try to tell me I'm way too big to rebel. Nah, man, you're never too big to rebel. I was in the O2 singing my lungs out rude, but you're never too big for Adele. Leave my yard, blow a kiss to my girl. Salute to my sister as well. Gotta keep trophies down at my mum's bit. Man, I'm getting way too big for my shelf. Man, I see bare MCs on the sideline, but I still got a couple bangs in the pipeline. Man, I got grown men at me. You're getting way too old for the timeline. You're getting way too old for a diss. Should've looked after your kids. Get out the booth, go home to your son. It's never too late to commit. It's like man love, put my name in a random flight, get a plane to Qatar. This year I learned how to take care of business. Next year I learn how to play the guitar. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth?
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even and mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm the bank and I want on my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models, this is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just stir off. Blow the speakers and turn up. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now I don't trust the so what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, with the what you mean? Woo! Hold up. Don't know what you think it compare me to. Adrenaline popping, the blood'll be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought it, cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a iffy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, I ain't. And she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top off a bridge. My black boys, I got boys that knock off your lid. I thought you gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Listen, I don't trust her, so, no, I said, what you mean? Whoa, I said, what you mean? You thought I was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I went fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like I'm Mola Roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag boy, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and Ayatollahs. Rap gods like Klops and Olga. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think bro still. And Bobby Brown about to go get. Paul McCartney, I'm rich. I'm Muhammad Ali, I talk. I'm James Brown, about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, them bad as bad gon' get. What you mean? Yeah, pulling up with the crew.
Oh my goodness.
Must have done same with the roof.
Oh my goodness.
You sitting looking stupid on the stoop.
Oh my goodness.
I would take notes if I were you.
Oh my goodness.
This was designed with the stars, the square and the cross, so we know true north.
Oh my goodness.
Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw.
Oh my goodness.
The law, it's a shame, rhyme. Crime. It's a shame they let us jump out of Bentleys with dirty vans. Hit the stage for 15 minutes, get 30 bands. Swiss bank counting clean money with dirty hands. With some hood that's ready to with the. Since I came in, it made my name a name brand. French. Paris clubbing like a caveman. We threw up the pyramids, now they say we Illuminati. I'm a tsunami, what the is a little yachty. No blood diamonds, I rock gold like a king. Jury so cold, made them blow the nose off the Sphinx. You think I'ma be some type of role model? I go full throttle, desperado, that's the motto. Vic in Chicago is Hugh Hef at the grotto. Brazilian model, she mean mugging like Frida Kahlo. Drinking it with an Alicia Machado. I'm the ticket, you just hit the lotto. Pulling. You sitting looking stupid on the stoop.
Oh my goodness.
I would take notes if I were you.
Oh my goodness.
This was designed with the stars, the square and the cross, so we know true north.
Oh my goodness.
Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw.
Oh my goodness.
The law, it's a shame, rhyme. Young Vic the diamonds, finest. I shine like Puff shines if I sign to the rock cause I'm timeless. Top off the Mozzie, my behavior is mindless. On kids, we major, you minors. Fresh out the cell to the booth, drop the booth. I'm still in the hood, tell, shoot. Hope with a club. The judge, you rappers is false flagging, you a fashion. What's cuz, what you know about? What's Velo? Why Barry leave your head ringing? Free Vic Mensa, I'm a star, chain swinging. This that music, you can blame Reagan. I'm ball mayin' without paying. Y'all playing, we playing. My Himalayan.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Set to return, this is Brandon Cooks. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. From the gun, it's Ryan. And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which has to keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Walker with a grab, left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he locates Walker, complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Malik McDowell able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Sterling Shepard from 8 yards out. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Martin, the punter now. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a first down throw, Locke. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On second down, Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Wesley Woodyard coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gordon. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is caught by Watkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, here's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. John Simon leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. The Raiders on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12. Here's Ryan to throw. A swing pass caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is knocked down from the side. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Ware in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck looking deep for Adams. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on error.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Here's Marquette King now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken it around the 40. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. A gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, it's Locke. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, here's Locke. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Locke. And this is caught. He hits Macklin. Past the 20. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. From the red zone now, Locke. Flushed out right. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To the air again, Locke. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's letting it fly. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now out come the Giants. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clean. And the Raiders have got him. Cameron Wake coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Macklin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. On first and 10, Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short. And this is caught, Jeremy Macklin. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. LaShawn McCoy punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Freeman, a first down and more. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think? And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Ryan on first down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
On first down, Luck. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Gronkowski unable to hang on. That'll bring up second down.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways.
Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Devontae Freeman, 88 yards, and the Raiders add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back now here on EA Sports. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. To throw is Luck. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first down, it's Luck. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
That's caught inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now McCoy. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. 2nd and goal to go now. They'll try again with McCoy. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because we're thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. On first down, Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malik McDowell in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Luck on first down. And that's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and it's 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders are going to win the football game. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen Hey, third down situation. Big third down alert. Lock in here. Fourth down play. Make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. Freeman again. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. They had to get it away from their end zone somewhat, but still a long way to go.
Had to start somewhere. That's probably the best outcome possible.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte.